Welcome to the test001, currently drilling off the west coast of Ireland on the Corrib gas field. I'm Dougie Brown, offshore installation manager. It's like captain of the ship. Working on a rig is a bit like a factory, albeit our location is away from land, as you can see. So we have to get our logistics in order up front and pre-plan everything very well for the operation to go smoothly.
The work that's taking place here at the Corrib field is the placing of the subsea technology on the seabed, and that is the equipment that will allow the gas that's in the reservoir to be brought ashore for processing at the Belnaboy terminal. To date, 125 million euro has been invested in this offshore part of the project between the work that took place in 2006 and the program that's taking place during 2007. Ireland imports about 85% of its gas, and more than half of our electricity is generated from gas. Now, most of that, as I've said, is coming from England, Europe and further afield, places like Russia and other parts of the world. So the strategic importance of Corrib gas is huge because we import so much of our gas at the moment.
This unit's used for drill support, and basically she's capable of going down to 2,000 metres, this vehicle can do. So we're also an eyeball, we can visually check things out for them. We can check the seabed for contamination, stuff like that. Okay, the ROV is now underwater at a depth of about 340 metres. Well, basically we've got on the sub, we've got hydraulic control manipulators as well. So there's two of those, and one of them's got 7 functions, so you think of it as your own arm. So these are hydraulically controlled grabbers. That's a grabber, 5-function grabber, and we can take a hold of things and we can move things, do whatever we need to do with them down there.
Call 27 Chris, Samantha 27 please.
Personally, I'm a mechanical engineer. That was my first degree, and I did a master's in petroleum engineering after that. And as part of that I learned a lot about drilling, and drilling was the thing that interested me most from the petroleum side of things. My job is to back up the supervisors, to make sure all the paperwork is done, make sure the calculations are double checked, make sure that everything we need is on board, and that everybody on shore knows what's going on out here. The Corrib field for me is very interesting. It makes my job much more interesting. It means I'm paying attention to it when I'm not here a lot more than I would be if I was working somewhere else. I'm keen to know that it's going well. It's quite a difficult project technically, so it's quite challenging, so it's really interesting. The stuff that we learn is all, you know, it's new. There's something different happening every day, and it's just part of the job that you have to think. You can't just get up and do your job and go home again. You've got to think pretty much all the time that you're out here.
We are at the moment, we're 35 kilometres from the nearest land, Sligo I think it is, and the supply vessel, which basically brings all the daily supplies that we need, the food, all the stuff we use in the accommodation, the drilling supplies, and that runs in and out of Killybegs approximately every couple of days. We're going to pick up a bulk hose, pass it down to the supply boat, and bring on board maybe 300-400 barrels of liquid mud, which is what we use in the drilling process. We bring the water, food, all the necessities for the crew inside the accommodation, all the tubulars that we need, the drilling mud, diesel for the engines, and it also has to take all our waste back as well. You know, we segregate the waste, we take all the drilling cuttings back, they have to be kept on shore. So again, it's the lifeline to keep the rig moving.
Last year we completed 2 wells. They were already drilled by Enterprise quite a long time ago. This year we plan on drilling 2 more, completing them and leaving them finished. So that'll be 4 out of 5 for the current phase of the project, finished hopefully by the end of the summer if things go well. Corrib is important to Ireland because it's always good to have your own energy source. It's good not to be depending on someone over Eastern Europe blocking the lines and saying, no, you can't have any more. I'm very proud to be here, to be honest. I'm never embarrassed to say I work out here. I love telling people I work here. My mother loves telling people I work here, and it feels good. It feels really good. I feel like I'm actually doing something worthwhile.